Best-selling pocket knives are usually best-selling for a reason. There are a lot of great pocket knives that are out there on the market today. I'm just showing you a couple of them off screen. These are the ones that I already owned. And what I learned from y'all's comments in my last video, I'm re-uploading it with a new intro this time. That way you guys can, I'm communicating effectively why I'm making this video. But I own a lot of different pocket knives, and I've done a lot of list videos of what I believe the best pocket knives are in the different categories. The video I'm going to make now is not to say that these are the top 5 everyday carry pocket knives, although I stated that at the end of the video, and although I annotated it, I didn't flat out say it. I was trying not to waste y'all's time, but I think I edited out the whole point or the premise of what the video was about. So what this video is it's simply me adding 5 more best-selling knives to my already large knife collection. I'm not saying that these are the top 5 everyday carry pocket knives that are out there. Now, I saw y'all's comment, and I actually drew some good ideas for future videos from those comments. I like to make sure that we're on the same page, and that I'm giving you guys content that you enjoy as well. So with that said, in this video, if I could encourage y'all to also leave comments about which knives, either their flagship that you've already purchased and you currently own, or their best-selling knives that you are wanting to get a hold of. And I understand best-selling and flagship are 2 different things, but these knives that I'm going to be talking about in this video are flagships or their best-selling knives. But I'd love to hear you guys just how would you categorize your different knives, and which flagships would you say are from each company? So please let me know in the comment section down below. I love to hear y'all's feedback. I learn a lot from y'all. So without further ado, links as always are in the description box down below for each of these knives, and I'll talk about that here shortly. But anyways, I just wanted to offer an explanation on what this video is trying to accomplish. So stay with me, guys. Thanks for watching. Welcome back. And like I said, these are 5 knives that you should definitely consider adding to your collection. I want to thank Going Gear for making this possible. They're a small business based out of Smyrna, Georgia. I'll leave links for their website and their social media down below. But if you guys want more information on any of these knives, be sure you check out the links and support that small business out there. Great guy, Marshall, the guy who's running it, running the store, owner. He also is a YouTube gear reviewer, so he knows his stuff, whether it be for everyday carry or the outdoors. So I'll leave links for his social media too. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Things such as blade length and weight, I'll annotate, but I'm just going to talk about these knives, my experience with them. So this is the Kershaw Skyline. It's a flipper knife. It's manual flipper. What I really like about this knife, having never held it until recently, is how lightweight this knife is. It's amazing how light it is. So the G10 is sufficient strength and rigidity that it doesn't need extra steel in it. And because it is G10, they added a texture on this, which is provides a really good grip, or great purchase, as they say, of the handle. And the ergonomics are so good that it really just locks up in your hand, and there's no part of the knife that has aggressive jimping or anything like that that's going to wear away at the skin of your hand. Another thing I really like about this knife is the blade. So it is a spear point design, and it also has a little bit of a belly, so it creates a good slicing surface, as well as piercing capabilities. It's not like a super thick blade or anything like that, but it's going to be decent at both piercing and slicing, which is two things that you're probably going to encounter when you're opening packages or whatever it is that you're going to use your knife for on a day-to-day basis. One thing is that the flipper, it's not going to flip out all the way if you don't you know, do a wrist flick, or if you don't bear down before you flick it out. And other than that, and that's pretty much the main things I wanted to mention about the knife. I also wanted to note that it does move around a little bit in here. You know, I loosened the pivot, so it, I don't know if you guys can, so it does move around in there. If you guys have any tips on that, let me know. But I you know, give it some oil to loosen it up, but hopefully it doesn't cause me any issues, and I don't anticipate it doing that. But I'll just keep playing around with it until it's perfect, I guess. Moving on to another Kershaw knife, this time the Leek. And the Leek is it's a Canadian design, and what makes this knife so unique and so popular is how small it is, yet it still has a large reach compared to the size. So here it is compared with a Benchmade Griptilian. You can see how much space that's going to take up in the pocket as a comparison. But if you look at the blade length, the cutting edge for each of these knives, see how it's actually pretty similar. So depending on what you're looking for, once again, it all comes down to your preferences. I can't tell you guys what the perfect knife is, because you are looking for something different than I am. And for a lot of people, the Kershaw Leek is the only knife that they use, the only knife that they carry. It has a torsion bar. It opens with basically called a spring assist. And then if you guys are worried about that opening up in your pocket, there is a safety feature which keeps that blade safely in place. The torsion bar will need to be replaced after a while of usage. I did want to mention that several, but basically my friend and my father-in-law, they both have had to send theirs back into Kershaw to have it replaced, and all they were charged for is shipping. But anyway, so that is the Kershaw Leek. Moving on to a budget-friendly knife. So all these knives are going to be around $100 or less. The previous two around $60. This one is going to be around $30, and it honestly is basically the perfect beater knife. In addition to being budget-friendly, it has it's pretty lightweight. G10 handles, this variant does, and it's open pillar construction, so it's easy to clean out with like a Q-tip or something. But like the previous two knives, you can only keep the pocket clip on the side that you can orient basically on a right pocket. You know, so a right-hand carry is going to be best for these knives. It does have a little bit of a recurve, which makes it a really good slicer, and it's got some jimping right here, and it's just a good convenient knife that if you're looking for, like I said, just a knife that you can have on you, that you're not worried about, you know, if you hand it to someone and if they ask to borrow a knife, and then you go over and you realize that they're tightening a screw with it, you're not going to freak out as much if you were to give them one of the other knives that I'm going to show y'all. But anyways, this is the CRKT Drifter. Moving on to the another small knife. This is the mini Griptilian, and although it's tempting to say both Griptilians meet one, just say, oh, this is another one, and then there's a fifth one or a sixth one. Actually, these are going to be number 4 and number 5, not necessarily in that order or anything, but they both feel like two different knives. And those of y'all who own full size and the mini grip know that. And just like I mentioned, the size with the full size grip, how much space it takes up, the mini grip is going to be advantageous for those of you who are looking for a smaller knife in your pocket, but you still like the things like the access lock that Benchmade is known for. It's very ergonomic. It has some jimping here as well as on the spine, and a little bit back here, and that's going to be, oh, and then a little bit right here. Now this variant is a little bit higher end material that it's made with, but usually it's around $80 to $90 for a mini Griptilian. Benchmades are more expensive just because how they're built and the materials that they are used. But this one, because it's, you know, nice and shiny, and the blade steel and everything, it's around $180. But I'll leave all the variants in the description box below, just depending on what you're looking for. You know, it'll make a great gift for someone for sure, this variant or another one. But this one is a little bit different in that it has open barrel construction, and it has anodized back spacers, and it has a deep carry pocket clip compared to what normally comes on it. But unlike the previous ones, these Benchmade knives are ambidextrous, so left or right hand carry, you can move the pocket clips over. But they're going to be both going to be tip up no matter what. Let's see, what are the other things? It is very ergonomic. This variant has 20 CV steel. It has G10 handles. One of the complaints about Benchmade Griptilians is that it has a kind of a plasticky feel because it's a lightweight handle. So they kind of fix that with the G10 handles here. But anyway, so that is the mini Griptilian and the full-size Griptilian. You can see they come in different blade shapes. Some of them have partial serrations, you know, making a combo blade. I like the modified sheep's foot. You can get it without serrations, and then there's the drop point, and then you can also get them with a black coating as well. But anyways, guys, I'm curious what you guys think and what y'all would add to your 5 knives that everyone should own. Now these are ones that I didn't own, but I obviously own a lot more pocket knives than what's on the table. Let me know what you all think in the description box down below, or in the comment section down below, and check out the links in the description box and support Going Gear for sending me these items. They're not paying me to promote them though. Anyways, y'all stay safe out there, and remember, it pays to be prepared. God bless.